Hi, I'm Lindsay Wedgeworth, and I did my immigration interview on Rafael and Carmen Mora from the Dominican Republic. Rafael was born in San Juan in 1945, and Carmen was born in Monte Cristi in 1941. Carmen grew up in a little blue house with a little porch, with one big room with four beds, a kitchen, a living room, and her mom's bedroom. Rafael lived right on a farm with over 80 acres of land, three bedrooms, and one bath. Carmen's neighborhood was poor, very little money, but people were so kind and very sweet. It was beautiful and one thing I missed a lot when I left, said Carmen. Family was also a big part in Rafael and Carmen's lives growing up in the Dominican Republic. They saw their relatives on a daily basis. They both went all the way through school in the Dominican Republic, and Carmen finished 1 year of college there too. Although neither of them remember much about their school experiences, one thing Raphael remembers very well is how he got to school. He had to ride his horse all the way from the countryside on his farm to the city to go to school. Once Raphael finished school, he joined the police department with his father. The biggest problems for them both growing up in the Dominican Republic was money. They were poor and life was hard. When Raphael and Carmen decided to come to America, there were some political events/problems occurring in their country. People were not happy with their government and tried to overthrow it. There were tons of protests and riots all the time. While Carmen was attending her first year of college, there were lots of fights and it just wasn't a healthy or a safe environment to be living in. This is one of the reasons she came to America. Her sister was already a citizen, so she brought her, and the rest of her family, with her. Raphael followed, and did it all on his own. Carmen was only 21 when she came, and Raphael was 24. They said they learned about the USA since they were practically born. Although he does not mean this literally, USA was a common topic. Always on the news, and heard around the world, so many people dreamed about being able to go to the United States, or the New World. Raphael and Carmen both arrived here by plane. Their intended destination was New York. They didn't really know about anywhere else or even thought about all the other places they could live. New York is kind of known for immigration. Also, that is where Carmen's sister and family were living, so she stayed close by with them. New York is where Raphael and Carmen also got married, and they celebrated their 43rd reunion. They got married in the New York City Hall with just Carmen's family there and no ceremony. After arriving in the U.S., they started working right away. Carmen was working long and hard in a factory making handbags. Raphael was in a printing company that made poster boards and cardboard. Before arriving in America, they did know English, but very little. English was taught in school there as a second language, just like Spanish is here. Carmen said she could read and write pretty well in English, but they never spoke or practiced grammar. So once they got into the United States, they couldn't speak very much English, which caused people to act prejudiced towards them, but they said it didn't bother them. Like a lot of things, work and education were different in the States. Carmen said that the education here was better and more organized. Raphael said that the work is better too. In their homeland, you would work harder and for less pay. So they make more money here. They are both retired now. Both of Raphael's parents have passed away, and so has Carmen's dad, but her mom is still alive at age 95. When his parents were still alive and lived in the Dominican Republic, their relationship didn't really change. They still kept in touch over the phone and would visit often. Raphael and Carmen have three grown daughters, and they do speak Spanish as their second language. When they were growing up, Raphael and Carmen incorporated customs from their native life. Unfortunately, none of their grandkids speak Spanish or take interest in the heritage. When their three daughters were growing up, they were more like American children. This is where they were born and raised, just like any other American child, says Carmen. They are more Americanized than Dominicanized, Raphael says. Their kids enjoyed participating in their ethnic activities such as the salsa. Raphael and Carmen don't believe that their kids are moving away culturally. They enjoy the heritage. They feel like they were typical immigrants. Raphael said that even though they live in America, they still keep their Spanish traditions, especially the food. They love Spanish food such as fried plantains, rice and beans, salsa, etc. Carmen also had to mention that she loves her Spanish soap operas. She watches them all the time. When asked to describe her home as American or Hispanic, she said both. They brought all their furniture, even their car, everything from the Dominican Republic. Their house is a mixture of culture, just like them. Since they have lived here, their diet has changed quite a bit. In the Dominican Republic, everything they ate was organic and fresh. You never eat something from a can or that was processed, says Carmen. Now that they live in America, they have had to adapt. In terms of hospitality, Carmen said people come to their house and do things the American way. In the Dominican Republic, people would just show up at your house unannounced to visit. But here, people are so busy, you need notice because you aren't always home, and a lot of people are working and live farther apart. When Raphael and Carmen go on vacation, they usually go back home. It's a beautiful place to vacation. But when they got back to visit, they noticed a lot of change. Everything is more modern with big buildings and lots of traffic. There are a lot more people and it is more crowded. Carmen was hoping to find it the way it was when she left, peaceful, but found it to be even more busy than it is here. They aren't sure if they will ever move back. They are happy where they are now in Kissimmee, Florida. Carmen ended the interview with this. This is our country now. We love this country. This is where we got married. This is where I had my kids. This is where I had my grandkids. So I feel like I am a part of this country. If I have to defend this country, I will. Thank you for listening to my interview of Rafael and Carmen Mora from the Dominican Republic.